What's up, everybody? It's News Now Ohio, guys. All right, so I'm gonna do a little informative. I'm just gonna do a little informative video today. Nothing happening right now. I'm gonna probably be going cop watching tonight. But first of all, I'm gonna say these two case laws before I forget them. It's Maryland versus Wilson and United States versus Williams. These two cases are directly related to traffic stops and traffic stops being a detainment. Okay. Now, one deals with Maryland versus Wilson deals more with the passenger being detained. Are they allowed to detain a passenger? The answer is yes. They can detain you. That doesn't mean they can ID you, but they do have control over this situation. When a cop stops you, it is an investigative detainment. You are required to do what the cop tells you. If you do not, he can put you in cuffs and put you in his car. He can do that if that's what he wants to do anyway. I don't care if you just have a tail light out or a license plate light out. It doesn't matter. You are part of his investigative detainment because you are in the car. You do not have to ID to a cop if you're a passenger. That's a fact. Okay. Now, but now the United States versus Williams deals directly with a cop having control over a traffic stop. In other words, when a cop pulls you over for his safety, the Supreme Court has ruled that the benefit far outweighs the marginal violation of you by him controlling the situation. So everybody knows that, like especially out in California. Okay, I'm not going to say whose video it was, but a video has been put out by an auditor that was wrong. Okay, the video had a guy on there got stopped by a traffic stop, and everything he spewed out of his mouth was wrong. The only thing he said that was right is that he is allowed to only roll his window down enough to get his license and insurance card through the window and get the clipboard to sign his ticket. Okay, he doesn't have to roll his window all the way down. But on the other hand, sorry guys, I'm getting sick. I'm getting a head cold or something. But on the other hand, he also has authority to remove you from the vehicle. Okay, there's tons of case law on this, you guys. All right, them two I just said were just two small, two little case laws. There is probably 30. In the video of this video, I made a comment and somebody commented me, said, "Oh, not in California. California, they pull you out of the car in California and you're getting paid." No, you're not. You're gonna get your ass whipped if you don't step out of the car if a cop tells you. Luckily, this cop didn't want to escalate the situation, so he just went ahead and let the guy sign his ticket and go on his way because he didn't want to, which is, guys, I totally agree that they should never inflict violence on you because you don't want to step out of the car. If you're not doing if there's no reason for you to step out of the car, if you don't present a threat, and you ain't got pulled over and he ID'd you and you have a violent criminal history, they're gonna probably pull you out of the car just for their safety. I mean, it's just how it is. 99% of the time, before that cop walks up to your door, he already knows who you are if you're the owner of the vehicle, who you are if you have warrants, and your past if you have a violent past. I always have a big response when the police pull me over because of my past. So they are always at least through 2 or 3 cops, sometimes more, that pull me over. When my younger years, cops wouldn't even get out of their car. They would loudspeaker me to stay in my vehicle and not get out and keep my hands on the steering wheel. And then they would wait for another cop to get there to back them up. And then they would approach my car. But that was when I was younger. I was a little crazier, a little wilder. I fought a lot. That's basically was my favorite pastime, was fighting. That's not who I am anymore. That's not what I do. So everybody knows what I do. So, but anyway, so I just want to get back to it. Look, I don't like when I see false information being given to you guys by any auditor. And if I give you false information, I'm sorry. Please call me on that. Okay, I will gladly retract anything I say if I'm wrong. But I know what I'm talking about right now, 100%. No need to comment in my comments and tell me that I'm wrong. Okay, this isn't up for debate as far as I'm concerned. I know I've studied this, and I've studied this, and I've studied this, and I know exactly what's going on when it comes to a traffic stop. Okay. They pull you over. They come up. You're allowed to just crack your window enough to give them your ID and speak to them. You know what I mean? And you can do that. I mean, I'm just basically letting you know that when you get pulled over, the cop can make you do whatever the hell he wants. If he wants you to get out of the vehicle and stand at the back of your car, you best get out of your vehicle and stand at the back of your car. If he says, well, I'm going to detain you in cuffs, he can detain you in cuffs. The Supreme Court in United States versus Williams has ruled that a cop's control over a traffic stop is paramount, and it supersedes any marginal violation of our rights. Do you see what I'm marginal? Now, small. Not a, like he can't just come in and bust in there and start searching your car, start searching you, shit like that. Well, I mean, he can pat you down. Okay, here's something else. Okay, Terry versus Ohio falls under a traffic stop, guys. Okay, just so you know, when you're anywhere in the United States that you get pulled over, anywhere in the 48 continental states that you get pulled over in, it is the same as a Terry stop. Period. It is an investigative detainment, and that's what a Terry stop is. Okay, so he can pat you down for weapons. All right, he can pull you out of the car, pat you down for weapons, cuff you, put you in his car. All right, I'm just telling you, everybody, please do not think that you can do what this idiot in this video did. Okay, because the only reason that this dude didn't get straight fucked up is because the cop was cool. The cop was cool, and he didn't want to escalate the situation. Which, believe me, guys, I fully believe that they shouldn't be able, that they shouldn't do that. I mean, I'm right along with James Freeman on that. If I'm committing a nonviolent, victimless crime, why are you bothering me? You know what I mean? I mean, and that's like, you know what I'm saying, a moving violation, a taillight out. There's no reason in the world that somebody that has a taillight out, that it should be escalated by the police to where they go hands on you. Period. They can just give you a damn ticket. You know what I mean? And be done with it. And if they did that and you're a valid driver and all that, they have no reason to mess with you, no reason to bother you, no reason to screw with you. Just give you your ticket and send you on your way. But everybody knows, and so do I, okay, that police are police because they love to abuse people. It is basically a license to beat our ass. And a lot of them, that's why they are cops. I mean, you can disagree with me or not, but it's the truth. Very few cops are cops to help people. And it's just the truth. That is the truth. I recently did a community post, guys, on my site, on my YouTube page, of some cops. I can't remember where it was. But the video's on my post, my community post. Go look at it. You guys will be infuriated, disgusted, concerned. You'll go through so many emotions when you watch this video that you won't know what's up and down. 4 or 5 cops pulled this. First of all, they were chasing this driver. He ended up he ended up wrecking. He wrecked in his car, and he wrecked so bad. I mean, put it this way: he hit a telephone pole. And when he did, the transformer at the top exploded. That's how hard he hit it. They go over there. His window was busted out. They go over to his car, 2 of them, and just violently yank this guy out. I don't even think he was conscious when they yanked him out. And guys, they beat this boy, and he was a 16-year-old boy. You know what I mean? Probably just made a stupid mistake, got scared, and took off or something. You know what I mean? Stupid things kids do. Guys, I don't want to give it all away, but trust me, you want to go see that video I put. I don't know how to do them videos and put them on my actual channel, so I did a community post on it. Please go look at that. That is why I do what I do, you guys. That right there, that post is the reason that I do what I do. I'm going to tell you right now, it is graphic, violent, They almost killed this boy. I mean, and he was a poor 16-year-old boy that most of the time that they were beating and stomping him in his face with their feet, this boy was not even conscious. Not even conscious. So, sorry guys, I'm getting a head cold. But it will infuriate you. It will fill you with so many emotions that, I mean, it did for me, guys. I had so many different emotions running through me, dude, that I didn't know what to do. I mean, that is exactly the reason I do what I do, is what they did to that boy. People like that, they're scumbag cowards, dirty mad motherfuckers that don't need to live. And I'm going to tell you right now, if fucking cops ever did my son like that, I would be up in prison right now. And I'm telling you, I would be in prison, and I wouldn't think twice about it. Wouldn't care. I wouldn't care if cops ever did that to one of my kids. There's nowhere on earth that they could hide, and I mean what I'm saying. So I'll just leave it at that with that. But anyway, damn, dude, man, I can't even breathe through my nose. So anyways. Back to the traffic stops, guys. Just look, use caution when you get stopped. Please record and do what the cop tells you. If you're a passenger, you do not have to ID. You do have to do what the cop says. If the cop wants you out of the car, you do got to get out of the car. You are in a detainment just as much as the driver is. The only reason the driver has to ID is because he's the one that committed the traffic offense. Nobody else in the car has to, period. I mean, some states say if you're on probation or parole that you have to identify to a cop. If that's the case, then I guess that's the case. But under normal circumstances, you don't have to ID if you're a passenger. Only the driver does. That's in all 48 states, as far as I know, continental, not outside the continental. They don't need what? No, and so I know that the law's a law everywhere in the continental United States because these are Supreme Court rulings. Supreme Court, not Sixth Circuit, Fourth Circuit. They're the Supreme Court rulings, and they're flat out just the law of the land, guys. So please take heed. I hope this reaches everybody that his video reached before somebody does something that they're going to regret. Because I was reading the comments. I tried, he had quite a few comments, and I went through as many as I could to people who was like, oh, thanks for letting me know, or good to know my rights, or something, anything along them lines. And I let them know that please don't do this, that this is absolutely not legal, and you do have to do what the cop says if he wants you out of the car, period. Everybody knows. I mean, guys, come on. We all know how cops detain you and they like to make you sit on the ground like a dog. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't sit on the ground if a cop told me, but I have medical issues, and I would just be like, look, I can't get on the ground. If I sit on that ground, I can't get up without assistance, and I'm not going to do it. So, that's that. But as far as getting out of my vehicle, I will absolutely get out of my vehicle, and anybody don't like it, they can call me a punk all they want, because I'm going to tell you right now, I ain't going to have 10 cops breaking out my windows and yanking me out of a vehicle because I thought I knew something that I really didn't know. Because, this activist told me that it was this way. Damn it, I never should have listened to him. That's what you're going to be saying if you don't listen to me. So I'm just making this video so that everybody understands what really transpires during a traffic stop. What is legal during a traffic stop, okay? But anyways, that's pretty much all I got to say about that, guys. Other than that, might be heading to Florida here with a subscriber who's his brother got hit by a car in Florida. It was very shady circumstances. The police haven't been wanting to release any information, anything about it. They FOIA requested the shit, and he they're giving him the runaround, and then one of the I guess the captains or whatever main guys that was on the investigation, the lead detective, I think he said, got promoted, a big pay raise, and then when he went back there, or they went back there to talk about it, this officer was no longer even with that department. I don't know if he retired. I don't know, but very suspicious. What he told me is that the person that hit his brother was walking across the street, and I guess he stepped out. He was drunk, and I guess he stepped out in front of a car. But the guy who hit him is a young kid, and they didn't charge him. They didn't charge him with nothing. They didn't check his license and insurance, because supposedly the kid is in touch with my friend that's a subscriber now, or he's a subscriber. He's also my friend. He's been in contact with them, telling them exactly what's been going on. So feeding them inside information and shit about the police and what they're doing and shit like that. And he told them that he didn't even check his license and insurance, which is unbelievable to me. The only reason I would say that they didn't check this kid's license and insurance, whose son is he? That's my question. So he wants to come and get me. I've already been in contact with Big Nick. We're going to drive down to Florida. We're going to pick up Big Nick, and we're going to go, him and Big Nick are going to go get to the bottom of what's going on with this police department. So hopefully that happens. I'm not sure. He said maybe in the next month or so. So looking forward to that. Guys, I'm still, if you guys want to help, I really appreciate it. I could use the help. I need to get new gear, guys. This is about to end. That's why I'm trying to hurry. I need to get new gear, guys, and I need to get my vehicle fixed, because I really got, or get another vehicle. I got to get out here, guys. I can't stand it no more. Especially after this video. It blew my mind. But it's about to end. But let me hurry up. I'll put my PayPal in the link if you guys want to help me get my gear and stuff. Everybody knows I have 19 minutes of record time on this phone, guys. That's just enough time while I'm out auditing or cop watching for the cops to approach me and me get my ass beat right about the time my phone dies or my record time ends. You know what I mean? So it's very dangerous for me right now with the equipment that I got, with what I do. So, I just do it anyway because it's my passion and it's what I want to do. I really would love to get a van and go state to state recording, going city to city, talking to my subscribers in that area.